Hello everyone and welcome back to another quick food video. It's a spicy food video. It's not a hot sauce video like I normally do. Normally those will come later in the month when I get my Heatness subscription for hot ones with the hot sauces. This video is going to be me eating a Carolina Reaper pepper. I've never actually had a whole raw Carolina Reaper pepper. Um, I am wearing obviously gloves to do this. I have some water over there. Probably like they say, water isn't. It's probably milk is a better way to kind of get rid of the heat of a pepper. I don't really drink milk, so that water is fine. So I was at the store and was looking at the peppers that they have there, and normally they have your kind of what you would normally find like jalapenos and Anaheim peppers, poblanos, and so on. I think the hottest peppers at the store that I go to carries is usually habaneros, but I was there just today and actually saw they are now carrying Carolina Reaper peppers from this company, Melissa's. I've never heard of them, but Melissa's Carolina Reaper peppers says it's distributed by World Variety Produce Incorporated. It's out of Los Angeles, California. It's a product of the Netherlands, so I'm not really. I guess they're growing these in the Netherlands then. Says so it's 1.75 ounces or 50 grams. Handle with extreme caution. Avoid contact with skin or eyes. But there is that. These are actually fairly expensive. I think this package was like $6. So it looks like it's 6 Carolina Reapers, so like $1 a pepper. Habaneros are usually the most expensive ones that they have there, and those are usually like I think it was like four for $1 or something like that. Peppers like jalapenos and Anaheims and all that are fairly cheap. It's usually, I don't know what the price per pound is, but you can go in and get a good amount of those kind of peppers like jalapenos and like serrano peppers and all that for fairly cheap. I remember I was there a few weeks ago and got a huge bag of just like all kinds of peppers, and it was like less than $5. So this here is again is $6 for 6 peppers. Carolina Reaper, at least the sauces that I've tried from Hot Ones, the ones that have Reapers in them have been my favorites. Sauces like Brain Burner, Thor's Hammer, the Last Dab Reaper Edition. I really like the flavor of those peppers. There's like a little hint of sweetness initially, and then you get hit with the heat. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're going to just open one of these and gonna eat just one whole one, and we're gonna see how it goes. Let me just open this package here. Grab out a pepper. I'm gonna grab one out that looks a little more iconic. Not iconic, but from whatever I've seen with raw peppers, they have this kind of little barb here. This little I don't know what you want to call it, but that is kind of like what you see on these peppers. Some of them, it's a little more obvious. This one here, this is the first one I grabbed that didn't really have it on there. But this one has it right there. That one, it's not really formed. The biscuit should be right there. So we're looking for the one that has like the bit, like, and this one has like the little spike. It's kind of hard to see, but it's right here. And then this one has it like right there. But we grabbed one that has it. It doesn't have a stem. I would probably be holding it by the stem, but we're just going to go ahead and bite into this pepper and hopefully kind of like hope for the best. But let's go ahead and do it. Okay, so there's a little bit of sweetness was there, and there's a slight kind of like delayed reaction. It's kind of starting to build a little bit. It's definitely kind of like on my tongue now. Heat is definitely building, so it's kind of like a slower kind of build. I mean, I feel like it's been hotter in some of the sauces. Like I remember in Thor's Hammer, that sauce just felt a lot hotter, but that was also because it was including Reapers and like a bunch of other super hot peppers. So the heat is pretty hot, but I feel like I just had mentioned a second ago, and my ears are starting to kind of get it as well. I've noticed the ear kind of like the first sauce I noticed where my ears were hot was the with the Thor's Hammer, where wasn't necessarily my ears, but like these areas like right kind of like below them. If you like open your mouth and like you can kind of like feel it kind of like moving. That area is kind of getting it. My inner ear is actually feeling like it is kind of a little bit on fire as well. So it's pretty hot, but it's definitely building. My eyes are starting to water just a little bit. Let's go grab some of that water then. Yeah, for some reason I was maybe expecting it to be hotter, because it's supposed to be one of the hottest peppers in the world. I think the Apollo might be a little bit hotter, but I think it hasn't been confirmed by the Guinness Book of Records or anything like that. All right, so yeah, the heat is definitely still building. So initially, a little bit of sweetness, and it definitely is a kind of a slow burn. You just had to be very careful not to like touch your skin or anything like that. So I'm definitely being cautious with that. But yeah, eyes are starting to water now. Ears are still kind of on fire a little bit, or kind of like tingling. Lips and tongue are definitely hot. So I think that's going to do it for this video. I don't really know how much hotter it'll get. It definitely feels very much like when I had the Thor's Hammer, where it was, like mouth was hot, ears were tingling, nose is starting to kind of slightly run a little bit. That's why I have some Kleenex over here. Eyes are watering. I think I maybe have just built up kind of like a tolerance to like spiciness. I think like if I had this 10 years ago, I would probably be like freaking out. I remember like the first time I tried a ghost pepper, it was like 10 or 11 years ago, and it wasn't just a ghost pepper. It was like in a sauce at a chicken wing restaurant, and I remember ordering like 10 of those wings, and it taking me like an hour to eat them. Like I got them to go, but it took me like an hour to finish all of them. And the sauce that like if you like looked at the sauce, it was like a bright kind of like orange. Like you can see there's a bottle right there on a jar on that counter. It has some orange kind of these little balls in it. These like yellow and orange balls. The sauce was basically that color, like very, very bright orange. And it was incredibly hot. And then I actually tried a whole ghost pepper. That was really hot. I remember like before I even tried that, I tried a habanero. That was pretty hot. But I think I've over the last, specifically the last year or so, since I've been doing the hot sauces, I've built up definitely more of a tolerance to them than some, I guess. Yeah, it definitely is still kind of, the pepper is still kind of working. I definitely am kind of definitely feeling it a little bit more now. But like I was saying, I think 10 years ago I would be, kind of like doubled over, just like sweating like crazy with eating a Carolina Reaper. But definitely want to try an Apollo pepper. Those become available. I know I believe Ed Curry, the creator or breeder of the Carolina Reaper, has bred the Apollo pepper. I remember there was a Last Dab sauce that had Apollos in it, which was, they were pretty spicy. I would like to try one of those, like a whole kind of raw one of those. But yeah, that is a Carolina Reaper pepper. Found these at a local grocery store. Again, like this is the first time I've ever seen them in a store. I know you can buy them online, but got these just today. But that's going to do for this video. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We'll see you hopefully in a week or so once the next Hot Ones box shows up. Hopefully with 3 new sauces. We'll try those, and I'll let you know what I think of them. But that's going to do it for now. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks again for watching, and take care. Have a good one.